We're looking towards the All-Star Race, returning back to Bristol. We saw how you guys ran there last month. What do you feel you as a team need to do better this time around?
Yeah, well, Bristol's another one where look forward to getting back there for a little redemption. We won the fall race there last year, and we're inside of 12 to go from winning this one. Felt like we had it in the bag as well, and then he was just trying to stretch his lead a little bit to give him some buffer and lap traffic, and stepped over the line as it's so easy to do at Bristol, and got the fence, and ultimately that was the end of our race. So I know Denny will be hungry to win the All-Star, get back to Bristol, and sort of get back on the right foot. We've had really good cars there lately, and then the All-Star at Bristol is going to present a lot different feel than it does at Charlotte, and it'd be neat to be the first team to be able to capitalize on that, because it's going to be a much different race.
We see the All-Star Race move to Bristol this year, which is the first year that it's actually moved venues. Would you like to see the race move around like each year, and if so, what track would you like to see it go to next?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Logistically, I don't really know, the rights and the way that things play out for who has the rights to the All-Star Race per se. But I think logistically, it's a good idea. Not every track is worthy of an All-Star Race, though. I think there's probably 5 or 6 that are definitely worthy in terms of capacity and just excitement level of the racetrack that it generates. So Bristol definitely comes to mind. I could think of a road course possibly being very cool for an All-Star Race, just with the way that you can race and the braking zones and passing that might open up because of it. So, yeah, I mean, a place like the Roval would be cool. Maybe Daytona, seeing how this goes. The road course might be cool there. So just don't really know. I mean, Bristol seems like the perfect place, to be honest.
We have the All-Star Race coming up this week with the from the underglow to the cone rule. What are your thoughts on the format and some of the things that NASCAR has brought in for the event?
I think it'll be cool. Honestly, I think the cone choose rule for the restarts will be interesting. It puts the driver's hands in it more, where somebody's going to take that chance of going in the other lane or things like that. So I think that's going to be really interesting. The underglow lights, obviously, I mean, that's something that's pretty cool, just to look at stuff. But overall, I'm pumped up about it. I mean, I think we ran pretty good at Bristol before, and I think we unfortunately got wrecked. But I think we can go there and have a strong run and hopefully make it through the Open and try and win that thing. So I'm looking forward to it.
I think the cone rule's neat. I think, you won't see the finished product, I think, because it'll take everybody a little bit of getting used to in terms of logistics of how to make it work as smoothly as possible. But I think the underlying sentiment is a good one, and I think it certainly depends on the racetrack as to how much it would shake things up. But, hey, at the sports top level, all these guys know how hard it is to pass, and I think in the end what you'll see is everybody's going to try to get as close to the pace car as possible. So the first 2 or 3 rows might look a little different, or I should say the first 4 or 5 positions, depending upon the choices. But after that, I'm pretty sure these drivers will be trying to get as close to the pace car as possible.
Yeah, I mean, first on the underglow, I think we're going into the Fast and the Furious. So I think maybe we can have some pre-race excitement with that. It should be pretty cool. I think definitely kids and people my age are going to enjoy that, to be honest with you. It's going to be something different. So I'm kind of excited for the underglow idea. As far as the paint schemes go, and as far as our scheme with Exalta, it's the sea glass that we ran in the duel and the Daytona 500. We won the duel, so that was cool. So hopefully bring some good luck for us there. It's different having the number in that position. I can't say that I'm really fond of it yet. It's just such an adjustment for me. I've always been used to looking at the number on a race car, especially the 24, and seeing it in a certain spot and seeing the paint scheme in a certain way. So going to be a lot of an adjustment for that. Not really sure where that's going to go after the All-Star Race, but it's worth a shot, I guess. And I think Exalta, they always bring great paint schemes given the objective of it. So I'm looking forward to it.